What's up guys, and welcome back to Before Crypto. In this video we're going to find out what is the next move and what are the important levels that we have to keep an eye on, because we could see that we were in this ascending triangle and we broke out towards the bottom, but then eventually we broke out from these levels and we perfectly reached our price targets of $20,500, and then we saw that we consolidated in between the 20,500 and the 20,200 level, and then we saw this breakout and a rejection from the $2,400 level, and then we went all the way down to a level of $19,300, and now we have formed this W. Are we going to break out and see higher prices, or are we going to dump even lower? We're going to find out in which formation we are at the moment on the higher time frames. So guys, if you want to trade all of these moves, go down in the video description and there you find my link to my free Telegram group. And now let's start with the video. Welcome back to Before Crypto. I hope you all are doing well. Guys, I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and support me on my journey. And smash up the like button. And now let's go over directly into the charts. And guys, as you guys can see, we saw this major dump from the level of $20,400 level. And now we are going to find out which level could we return to and form a higher low and dump even lower. Or are we going to see that we are going to break these levels? And we could see that if we are going to see a rejection, we could see it at the level of 61.8. And that means from the Fibonacci retracement level, we need to break the level of $19,980. Because at the moment we can see that we have formed this W. And at first this is quite bullish because W's most of the time break out towards the upside. Because we could see that we here also formed the W, and then we saw this breakout and the retest, and then we saw the price move all the way up. And we could always see that the price target from a W is from the top, from the breakout point, all the way to the bottom, and then you can drag it to the potential breakout point, and then you can see that we perfectly hit our price target and the price even went higher. So guys, we're going to find out, are we going to go all the way to the 61.8 and then form a lower high from this high? Or are we going to see that the price movement can come above the 61.8 and again in this resistance box that we have formed and which perfectly hit the price target? So guys, we can also see that this support box is quite important because guys, we could see we had some resistance and support perfectly in this box. So guys, we have to go on the higher time frames to really find out in which pattern are we at the moment and what are our important lines. So let's go over to the 4-hour chart. So guys, on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, we can see that we are in this perfect symmetrical triangle and the bottom is all the way down here where we had this low, and then we saw that the price moved in this symmetrical triangle and we got a rejection exactly at that point at the $2,500 level, and yes, we could see that we had a wick above this. That's why I also took the trend line at the close of the candles, because these scam wicks happen in the market. So often we can see when there's a high liquidity and a huge pump without volume, we could see these fast price movements and then the price comes all the way down. And that's why we see all these scam wicks and the price movement that formed these wicks. So guys, at the moment we can see that we touched this high and that we have formed a lower high, because we can see that this high is lower than the previous high. And we also have this low, but our low is still higher than the previous low. So this is quite good. So guys, we could expect that we come all the way down to this level of $19,280 before we then get a bounce from this trend line. So we could see that we maybe break this trend line towards the upside, see a confirmed breakout and a retest, and then we could see higher prices. Because guys, the price target from the symmetrical triangle, we are going to find out. We take it from the top all the way to the bottom and then we drag it over to the potential breakout point. So then we could see if we would break out in these regions, we would have a price target of $23,500. And guys, we can also see that the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart would also be in the same level. So guys, this would perfectly add up, and these are also the levels that we have to break to clearly form a higher high, to really be sure that we're going to see a relief bounce from these regions. So maybe we're not going lower and this could be the bottom. But guys, we have to look at a symmetrical triangle, because symmetrical triangles are neutral patterns, and that means that the price also could break out towards the bottom. And if we are going to drag the potential target from this breakout from the symmetrical triangle to our potential breakout point, then we could see that we could even reach, if we're going to break out from the symmetrical triangle at these regions, we could perfectly hit our price target of $16,500. And that is also on the weekly chart where I showed you this would be our next support if we're going to see lower lows for Bitcoin, and that we are going to break these levels of 17,622, that low that we have formed. But guys, let's go over to the 4-hour chart to really know what our next move is going to be. So guys, how do we trade this scenario? And that means we have to see where the price movement goes. If we're going to see a dump to these levels and we're going to break this trend with a 1-hour candle close, I could expect that we are going to reach this price target. But if we are going to see that the price movement breaks these levels and that we are going to see a confirmed breakout towards the upside, then this could be a high possibility that we're going to reach our bullish price target. And guys, if we're going to break this level, we should also wait for the confirmed breakout, because we could always see that we had the scam wicks, that the price movement broke a trend line, so then we could see that the price went back in this formation. So guys, let's go over to Ethereum and see what is Ethereum doing and are we seeing the same pattern. So guys, on the 4-hour chart for Ethereum, we can see that we are in the same formation. We are also in a symmetrical triangle and the price movement consolidated perfectly within this symmetrical triangle. But as for Bitcoin, we are still in the middle of this formation, so we can't take a trade at the moment. If we see the price movement, like with Bitcoin, break this trend line and we see a confirmed breakout and also the retest of this trend line, then we could open a trade towards the upside with a small stop loss. So guys, make sure that you have a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So guys, if you're going to win the trade, you're going to win 3 times as much as you would lose. So guys, if we would see that we're going to see the bearish scenario, that we're going to break these bottoms, then we also wait for the retest of these regions and then we enter our trade with a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And guys, you can also take these tools from TradingView so that you can determine how to set your trade. So guys, if we're going to see this breakout and a confirmed breakout, you would have your stop loss underneath the previous high. And that means if the price movement comes all the way in these levels and we see a breakout like this and a break of the trend, you would wait for the confirmed breakout and then you would enter your trade in these regions after we saw the retest, because you could also be fooled out and the price comes back into the pattern and it breaks out towards the upside. So guys, make sure to open the trade if we have a confirmed breakout. So guys, we are going to adjust it to a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And as you guys can see, this would be a 2.99. So this is a 3.1 risk to reward ratio, and that means your stop loss would be all the way at the levels of $1,114 for Ethereum. And then you could trade this breakout towards the downside and your price target would be exactly at the bottom of this wick, at a price target of $888 approximately. So guys, if you want to trade these moves and get my signals from my Telegram group, go down in the video description, because guys, there you find my free Telegram group and also you can use my MEXC global referral link where you receive a $1,000 deposit bonus and also a $25 Bitcoin airdrop. So guys, let's go back to Bitcoin. So guys, and the same thing we would apply for Bitcoin. If we see the price movement break these levels of this trend line, we could enter the trade from the confirmed breakout from this trend line, and that means you would enter the trade in these regions. If the price bounces off from this trend line, we could expect that we are going to see a huge rejection and that the price movement goes even lower. And we are going to open our trade exactly at these levels. So we are going to put a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and then you're going to place it exactly here. 3.08 risk to reward ratio. And that means your price target would be in these levels of 17,356. And that's also under our previous low. But guys, you can see that this price target isn't all the way down to these levels, because we always have the possibility that the price comes only in these regions and then the price bounces off from these levels and we are going to see higher prices. So guys, this means you have to take your profits when you are in profit. And don't get fooled, and if the price turns around, maybe you're going to stay in your trade. No guys, take your profit in these levels. And guys, also if you see if your trade is already in profit, take your stop loss all the way down to your entry point. So guys, we're going to find out, are these important levels, these trend lines from the symmetrical triangle, going to hold, or are we going to see a breakout towards the upside, or even a confirmed breakout to the downside? I'm going to keep you updated in my Telegram group. So guys, if you like this content, go down, smash up the like button and subscribe to this channel. This would really support me a lot. And we see each other in the next video. You have to be for crypto.